Wagwan Sapase que lo que ya tu sabe. It's your boy Jim for the win, back again. You know, I got the drink and me going back to back with the videos. I know y'all want it. How y'all doing, man? I'm chilling. Today I have a new video here for y'all that is gonna be about my 3 favorite things about living here in Puerto Rico. Now, I don't know if you guys know me enough or not, but I've been living here on the 4th of July will be 4 years now. So I'm like a seasoned vet, man. I've been in the league for a few years. I done been in the All-Star game at least once or twice. So I got the good advice. Rapper. But yeah, I want to take the time to give you guys my 3 favorite things about living here in PR that has made it one of the places that I don't want to leave. I do not have a motivation to move away. I have bought a house here, so I'm an owner. Just to give you a little insight on my kind of status and level. I've made local friends. I've made friends that come and go. So I'm thorough with this out here, you know, B. But yeah, so without much further ado, let's get into that. Halt! Who goes there? He who has not subscribed, liked, shared. You can dislike. We just need engagement. The engagement helps the algorithm of YouTube and helps more people see the video. Like you, not that guy, and you. So please help all of them except for that guy see the video. You already know the Discord for meetups, community chat, brand is strong, Instagram, pretty colors and pretty pictures, and then Patreon, behind the scenes, exclusive content I can't show on YouTube that might have things that they don't like on. You don't like that. So I gotta give it to you under the paywall. Yeah, so let's get it. Numero uno, we have the natural beauty of PR. You know, it's one of those things that immediately strikes you when you land. You just say, oh. But nah, let me stop being phony. But yeah, just really the natural beauty of the island, man. It's just, the first thing that's gonna hit you is the beaches. Clear waters. I used to live in Oregon for 2 years, so I'm used to West Coast beaches to an extent where the water's cold and dark versus here in the Caribbean / Atlantic / Puerto Rico. It's a nice blue. It's warm all year round, so you can get in the water like, you can just get in comfortable with your beer, chilling. So the beaches are great. Some of my favorites being Flamenco, which is world renowned. I love Cerro Gordo, which is in Vega Baja, which is about 30 minutes from the city. You got Mar Chiquita, Ocean Park, and then there's a whole list of more exclusive and just further beaches that I'll drop in y'all in the next video. So besides the beaches, we also have beautiful waterfalls. I mean, we have the one or two in El Yunque, which is the natural rainforest. But if you've seen my videos, I spend a lot of time going to the rivers of the island, and I'm gonna say there's at least 50 to 100 waterfalls / rivers that you can go explore. Some of them are easy access to get to. Some you want to do a little bit of a hiking. So you get a little combo. If you can do a hike and then hop in a cold river and just relax and mellow out with some music, it's not many things better than that. You feel like Jamaican vibes, Caribbean things, man. Jatushad, y'all know what I mean? So those are 2 of the big parts that I love about the natural beauty. Third is when I came here, I expected this island to just be flat and just be beach. But in reality, it's very mountainous. You have a whole bunch of different ecosystems, climates, right? We have the mountains, we have the dry desert area, we have the coast, which are, you know, beachy. We have islands on islands, like I've always told y'all, Icacos, Palomino, Culebra Vieques. So you just have a lot of options on a 100-mile wide piece of land to do hundreds of outdoor natural things. So like, how can you be mad about that? Like, speaking to the natural beauty of the island, we have an inside joke, running joke with my friend, because one day he came over on like a Saturday and he was like, yo, y'all just want to drive to Ponce and just like drink? And we're like, why would we do that? He's like, yo, the ride is beautiful. And we told him no, but then maybe a couple days later, we ended up having to drive through Ponce, and it was admittedly very beautiful. Like, through the mountains and the canyons, you can see the ocean while you're up there. It's real dope. I advise it. I might do a ride along video one of these days, so y'all can see. And then lastly, the number one piece of nature, the number one most beautiful thing that God has ever made is the women. And if you know anything about PR, you know the women are that thing, the Italians, it's they them. And really we just got them all from early ages of 18 up into that 35, 40 range when she got divorced and now she back on the market. But yeah, I ain't gonna spend too much time talking about the women here because yeah, that's for Patreon, that's behind the scenes, that's the the real content. Just know this, I believe PR has top 3 in terms of Miss America, Miss Universe pageant winners. So let that speak to you. If we top 3 in the world consistently, number 2, oh, Virginia in the house, would definitely have to be the people and the culture. I don't know your experience with Latin America or Caribbean countries, but they tend to be a very warm culture, very friendly, team-oriented, community-based. Let's have a good time and let's just live life. And that's what I enjoy, especially at this stage in my life. One of the first things I noticed when I moved here was that every day when I went to work, everyone says good morning, everyone says how you doing. It makes a decent amount of little small talk and chit chat, little water cooler talk. That stuff is very popular here, and almost like it kind of looks bad if you do not do it because everyone else is doing it, right? So it's just cultural adjustment. I remember first getting here and it's like 7:30 in the morning, I'm hungover, and everybody want to come say hello to me. I'm trying to just creep to my desk and sit there and read emails for 20, 30 minutes and get some basic work done. And everybody want to be my best friend. But it helps you on your down days, you know, it'll spark you up, and it's a nice little boost. Other part about it that I like about the culture, I don't know, it just makes me feel at home. It makes me feel welcome. It makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel at peace. I just feel as though I can be myself. I can sit and relax. I can take on new ideas, new business ventures, learning a new culture. It's immersive. So when you're there, you open your eyes to a lot of the things you may take for granted back home that just aren't here, or they're here in a different way, or they're more bureaucratic, whatever. You just learn to slow your tempo down and go with the flow. And it's a nice transition from that go, go, go lifestyle that we live. Also, the people will really go out of their way to make sure you have a good time, make sure you get everything that you need and that you're enjoying your time here. I remember I've had people go with me to stores that I didn't request them to, but just to help with the Spanish, they would help there. Or if I was lost, they would take me, you know, show me the directions and follow me to make sure I got there safely. And I don't normally see that too much in the States. Maybe someone will help you fix a flat tire, but they're not gonna go that extra mile. And that's just maybe. So people are really accommodating. It's a very strong community base. It's like everyone's Puerto Rican, everybody help each other out type of treatment, even though I'm not Puerto Rican, just regular black. Another big transition or difference that I noticed when I came here, and I actually really love this one, is that here, the question you're gonna meet somebody at a bar or something and you guys just strike up a conversation, person is gonna ask you, what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies? That's the question they're gonna ask you. Whereas in my experience in the DC area and back in Virginia and in Oregon, is people are gonna ask, what do you do? And if you're younger, not a professional yet, they're gonna say, like you say you're in college, they're gonna say, well, what do you study? What's your major? That's like our first instinct, is to say your profession or what you study must define you and what you like. Whereas here, it's much more what makes you happy. I understand you may have a job that you may not love or a job that pays the bills, but when you're free, what are those things that you like to do? Because if we bond on that level or make a friendship around, you know, what do we like to do, it's going to be much stronger than, okay, this person is of the right status or profession, or he can help me out, which is important as well, right? But it's a little bit more personal in that sense, that we want to know what's good with you, homie. Let's see if we're going to be homies. And you could bring your friends and maybe some of my friends, and we could be friends. And a little touch when you got a good job, federal job, is there are both the federal holidays here in PR as a territory, and then there's their own historical and cultural holidays, and we get both. So I think we end up getting about 15 holidays instead of 10, and I'll take an extra week, won't you? Yeah. So number three, the third and final favorite about living here in Puerto Rico is the proximity to Latin America and the influence Puerto Rico has on Latin America, especially culturally. So if you do or do not know, we are the home of reggaeton, trap reggaeton, and a lot of people give us a lot of credit for popularizing salsa. And in my experiences in my travels to Latin America, that's all you're gonna hear is reggaeton, maybe some bachata if you're in DR, and you're gonna hear salsa. And I love going to Colombia, so when I go there, I get to know I know the songs before they know the songs. My slang that I'm used to hearing is a little bit more tailored toward PR. So to them, it comes off cool, like, ooh, you got accent. Ooh, you speak Spanish and you're not Spanish. Ooh, you speak like the street. You know, that's just a little vibe. It helps, it goes a little way with the shorties. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I enjoy traveling through Latin America. I got a lot of countries on my target. I'm trying to hit Argentina, Brazil, Panama, Peru. You know, I'm staying in Colombia. And I really want to hit Mexico, like Mexico City. But right here, I'm within 3 to 4 hours of all of those flights. And a lot of them are cheap until you get into the deep South America area, like Brazil and Argentina. We still got to pay those high prices for flying. But we also have a good proximity and good flights to like Spain and those parts of Europe. So it's a win-win if you want to do your European travel, if you want to do your Latin American. So this is a great place to onboard or learn your Spanish. And honestly, it's going to be harder to learn Spanish here for 2 reasons than it is almost anywhere. One, because a lot of people speak English, especially if you're 30 or younger. Most people are going to speak Spanish to a decent degree, so they may just immediately switch to English once they notice that you're not speaking Spanish well or you're stumbling. So you're going to have to like push through that, like, nah, bro, I'm practicing. We're speaking Spanish today. So you just got to have that initiative. And then secondly, is Caribbean Spanish. So similar to people say about the DR, it's a whole different dialect to an extent. I call it lazy Spanish. Some people will call it dirty Spanish. Some people will call it street Spanish. Essentially, a lot of S's get dropped off, a lot of merging of words. And then in PR, we still have that English influence. So we have a lot of Spanglish or English words that have just been adapted to Spanish that we use, like hanguear. There's more, I can't think of them right now. But it can make it a little bit more challenging because you're not going to always hear purely Spanish words. You're going to hear a little mix. But that can also help make it a little easier for you at the same time. But ultimately, if you can learn how to speak Spanish in PR or DR, you'll be good anywhere else because it's going to be so much harder to understand what people say here based on that slang, the mumble, the cutting of words. But like I said, you got to beat the best to be the best. So that's what I have for you guys right now in terms of my 3 favorite parts, or my 3.5 favorite parts about living in PR. Be on the lookout for a new video coming soon. I'm going to give you guys my at least 3 favorite things about living in PR, because everything ain't roses. You know, some things ain't all great here, and you should be informed of what those things are as well, so you can make a great decision. Anyway, be blessed, be loved, all that good stuff. We in sunny Puerto Rico, but it ain't that sunny the last few days, man. So I'm gonna kick it. My birthday's tomorrow, June 10th. I holla, shorty. Yeah.